My name is RBO Senior. I am your current chair for the National Consumer Advisory Board. So a lot of people know and are still learning about who Ellen Dailey is and was, and still we are keeping her passion alive. So the ironic piece that I would like to let everybody know, in 2016, I received the Ellen Dailey Award by this man. 3 years later, now I'm presenting it to him. Ironic, is it? I know a lot of folks here had always heard the same phrase that came out of this man's mouth all the time. Go to the website. But today, outside speaking to somebody from our steering committee, and he made a small statement, and I think it was really the whole personality of Cowboy here, Joseph Benson. And the comment was, it's lovely things to engage, that's what I do. The steering committee member that said it was Keith Bolton, which is one of our regional reps, and I really like that for Cowboy. So we have one of his nominators here, his BFF, his Yo What's Up, and this will be Dr. Buck.
Hi. Well, judging by how great an applause just when his name was stated and when he was walking up, people know Joe. And to know Joe is to love Joe. He is so inspiring, I think, to so many of us. He's a treasured brother, friend, and colleague. He knows all about connecting, not networking. I think there's a big difference between real human connection and what Joe does. His accomplishments are so many at an individual level, the way he conducts himself one-on-one as a community health worker, but also at system levels as he's demonstrated leadership on many boards, as well as led consumer advisory boards at local and national levels. He is such a gift to all of us. It's a great honor to introduce Cowboy, or Joe Benson.
It's an honor and it's very humbling to receive this award today. I was blessed at my first conference to meet Ellen. I go to the conference with Dr. Buck thinking that I'm there to back him up. And when we get there on that day, he tells me he's there to back me up. And Ellen looked at me and she evidently saw the fear in my face, and she said, honey, just talk to us like you talk to anyone else, because we're all consumers here. We need to hear what you all are doing in Houston. And that started my journey here with the National Council. She gave me a mentor named Sarah Davidson, and they had a luncheon that Sarah had to go to, and she sat me down in between two gentlemen. One is named Paul Bowden out of San Francisco. Another one is Randall Loeb out of Denver. And they were explaining that you don't need an address in order to vote. And that lit a fire. So I couldn't wait until I got back home to tell my CEO, which is Miss Frances Isabel, about it. And she looked at me and went, well, Joseph, who's going to run that program? It must be you. And from that, things just started happening. I did the voter registration program, and then I heard from a person by the name of John Lozia, and he called and told me that he wanted me to be a representative for the council working with Michael Schutz, who was the CEO of the Coalition for the Homeless, to talk about voter registration. And from that, it just led for different things. I learned about advocacy by working with a person by the name of Kevin Moore. And it just kept leading from one thing to another. And when I first became a member of large on the National Council, CAB, and I would be having breakfast, I would always have breakfast with Frances, and Frances said, you know something, Joseph, we need to figure out how to get you with health care for the homeless. And years later, the CHW program was created, and I was fortunate enough to get hired to be one of the first CHWs that the council had working with those individuals that was overusing the ER. And I just want to thank all the people that was mentors to me, people like Sarah Davidson, Ulysses, Reginald O. Hamilton, and my sister, Amy. Because those people made it possible, and all the rest of y'all that mentored me over these years made it possible for me to become